Welcome to the SketchUp Worker Studio. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can create super realistic interior rendering with Enscape for SketchUp. So let's get to work and jump into it. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can work with the spotlights and how we can create them in Enscape for the night render for interior design. So first of all, I'm going to press F on my keyboard and switch to the camera number 1 in here, and now it's in the night mode. So I'm going to show you how we can make these lights in here. First of all, in the SketchUp environment, we need to model our lights like that. For example, I tried to use some type of rectangle or cube for my lights and some type of design like this. But how we can generate this spotlight in the Enscape or SketchUp? For this reason, you need to click on this option in here, which name is Enscape Objects. If I click on it, I can select a spot in here and I can draw my spot on the line like that and like this, and you will see the changes in the environment like that. Very simple and easy. If you want to load IES profile, you can click on the load IES and you can download this IES slides below this video. It's 29 or 30 IES slides with different shapes. For example, I'm going to select IES number 6 and open it as the profile. If I increase the luminance intensity, the type of the light will be changed for me, and I can click on the move option and move it to here or here and see how it look like in my Enscape environment like that. Very simple and easy. So in this case is about the how we can generate the spotlight. So it's easy. I'm going to delete this line, camera number 1, and now I want to work on the materials. For this reason, I'm going to click on the visual setting in here, move the visual setting to the left side, and reduce the field of view as I can to some type of acceptable zooming, something like this. For example, 50 is enough, or 49. It completely depends on how you want to work with it. So first of all, I'm going to open the paint bucket in SketchUp, and after that I want to click on the Enscape material editor. If I click on the Enscape material editor, you have lots of materials. But before you do this work, click on the window, model info, statics, and purge unused materials. It helps you to reduce the unused materials on your project. Now, if I click on the Enscape material editor, I have some more optimized and controlled materials for my project. So first of all, I'm going to click on the sample paint in here and select my first option here. It's the default, so it don't have any material. I'm going to skip it. But about the gray cabinets, I'm going to select it, and graphite haze selected for me. Now in the Enscape material editor, I'm going to reduce the roughness a little bit. And you can see what will happen inside our project. If I reduce it more, we have more high glass material like that, or if I reduce it totally, I have this type of material for myself. So I need to control it to some type of logical number, for example 16%, and I want to add a little bit metallica. The specular can be increased to the 59, and in the color, in the assert window, I can change the color tonnage totally. For example 100, 100, and 100. Alright, press enter. The color changed for me. Next item is this stone in here. So I'm going to click on this sample paint again. Pick this stone in here. Enscape material editor. And now in here, I can change my marble setting. So absolutely marble have lots of reflection most of the time. So you need to reduce roughness as much as you can to some type of number, maybe 0. And if you increase the metallica, you can see what will happen in your project, and we can see the reflections. But if you don't like this texture, you can click on this option here. When you move your cursor on the material, the 3 dots in here, you can click on it and replace it with Enscape material. If I click on this option in here, I can select the stones in the Enscape, and I can select, for example, this one and replace. It takes a little bit of time and it will be replaced in your SketchUp model. Very simple and easy. Now you can click on the texture, rotate it, for example 45 degree. You can come here, reduce the image fade to the 89, something like that. Now you can remove the roughness texture and reduce the roughness more and more, something like maybe 4.4. Metallica can be 12. And specular for the stones and ceramica is some number between 70 to 80%. You can check it on the internet. Each material have its own specular. For example, 71%. So everything is done for us. Now I'm gonna select another material. For example, this handles, metal selected for me. Now in here, I can reduce the roughness as I can. Like that. For example, 4. The Metallica is about 88. The specular can be increased to the 90%. And I can click on the tint color and add some type of, maybe some type of gold color for my work. For example, I can select it from here. It's much easier. Something like that. Go to the setting. Adjust the RGB codes based on your needs and press enter. So the image fade can be increased to the 88 and it's about the kitchen handles. So everything is done in here, and now I'm going to click on the tiles in here. Tiles related to the kitchen wall in this place, and I'm going to only increase the specular a little bit to the 72. It helps me to generate more brightness based on this material to the other surfaces. And everything is fine for me. I want to make it a little bit bright, so 88% is enough. And the plaster is the another material, but it's not very obvious in our render, so I don't want to change it too much. Next item is the wood. I'm going to click on the wood. Look at the ground in here. I don't want to change the camera because of my render, but when you look at the wood option here, if I reduce the roughness as I can, something like this, I can generate more and more reflection for my material, something like that. And the normal map is the 88%. Everything is done for me. Now I'm going to maximize my Enscape view. Click on the Enscape asset library in here, and in the search bar I'm going to type vase like that, and one object like this can be improve my render aesthetics. So I'm going to select it and put it in the center point of this table and apply changes. Everything is done. Now I'm going to click on the visual setting in here and increase the exposure a little bit to the 54. Depth of field turned on, turn off the autofocus, play with the focal point, and reach to the good destination for your focusing. For example, the vase can be a good parameter for the focusing and following. So 4.68 can be good, but you need to reduce the depth of field. For this reason, I'm going to reduce the depth of field to the 7%. Everything is done. Now I'm going to click on the image, use the auto contrast for the fast rendering. And the saturation is good. Color temperature can be reduced to the 6000 Kelvin if you want warm render. Lens flare is about 44 and bloom is about 4. Vignette is about 24 and chromatic aberration is 0. In the atmosphere, I don't want to change anything necessary. I want to reduce the shadow sharpness because I need some soft shadows, and artificial light brightness control the spotlight's power. So in this case, I want to increase the power a little bit to the 113. The sky is okay, output is okay. Now I only need to minimize it in here. And for final work, I just need to select my light material. So I'm going to click on it. The color M00 is my code for the spotlights. I'm going to click on the Enscape material editor, and I can change the color like that to make some different type of lighting in my environment. As you can see, when I change the spotlight's color, totally our environment light will be changed for us. So I need some warm color like that, something like this. RGB control 250 and 202. Everything is done. Now I'm going to click on it, visual setting, ultra quality, a screenshot, and I want to save it on my desktop like this. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If this tutorial useful for you, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for your time, thanks for your valuable watching, and goodbye.